Welcome back, everybody. This Week in America, website thisweekinamerica.us. On today's program, we will talk about simple, surefire, natural beauty secrets for all ages. Yes, tips for aging gracefully without injections, lasers, traumatic surgeries, toxic bacteria. With us to discuss in the program, back once again, Dr. Susan Smith-Jones. She's made extraordinary contributions in the fields of holistic health, anti-aging, optimum nutrition, and balanced living. She taught students, staff, and faculty at UCLA for 30 years how to be fit and healthy. She's the founder and president of Health Unlimited, an LA-based consulting firm dedicated to optimal wellness, health education, human potential, and the author of over 25 books, including Recipes for Health Bliss, Detoxify and Rejuvenate, The Curative Kitchen, The Joy Factor, Walking on Air, your 30-day inside and out rejuvenation makeover. Dr. Susan, welcome back to This Week in America. Great to have you with us.
Hi, Rick. Great to be back with you.
We are going to finish what we were talking about on the last program, the last time you were here, Simple, Surefire, Natural Beauty Secrets. And before we get into the final portion of that, let's go back and sort of recap. And by the way, if you go to our website, if you go to Dr. Susan's website, which is very simple, susansmithjones.com, you'll get all the information we're talking about in the program. But I will be quiet for a couple of minutes, let you summarize, and then we'll pick up with some the 8 natural beauty lifestyle secrets.
Yes. Well, last time, very briefly, I gave a definition for beautiful, which means full of beauty. And I believe that authentic beauty is an alchemy of radiant physical health and glowing self-esteem, because when a woman or a man feels happy and fulfilled, her outlook and contentment reflect on her face and overall appearance. And I do believe, Rick, that beautiful people like to fill them up with things that make them feel beautiful. And I think some things you should fill yourself up with are abundant sleep, a nutrient-rich diet, exercise, plenty of pure, hydrating water, and all of this will help give you that optimum health that promotes a beautiful appearance. What detracts from beautiful skin and youthful vitality? Well, a subpar diet, cigarette smoking, too much stress, too much exposure to the sun. You know, those all have a negative effect.
Right.
And I mentioned briefly that the 2 superfoods that really make your skin glow, and one's called Hawaiian astaxanthin. A study in Maine showed that in 6 weeks, your skin will not only look and feel, but also physiologically be 5 years younger. And then I combine the Hawaiian astaxanthin with Hawaiian spirulina. And on my website, if you go in the navigation bar over to, I'm just checking now, to more articles, and the third one down is this detailed article on aging gracefully, and I have recipes there on how to make masks, facial masks for your face, your neck, the back of your hands, that I recommend using, at least 2, maybe 3 times a month to give you that youthful, glowing skin. And they all incorporate spirulina powder.
And it's interesting because if you go to the website, allow some time because there is a wealth of information there. And the ingredients, what you were just talking about there, the superfoods, that type of thing, this has been part of your diet forever, hasn't it? And very successfully so.
It definitely has. That Hawaiian spirulina I've taken for 30 years, but I learned as a teenager from my grandmother how to take care of my skin and my body, to keep it healthy. And as a result of her wisdom, and then working with her for years and years, learning about the best foods, herbs, spices, and lifestyle choices. If anyone's new today, you already know this, but as a result of my grandmother's wisdom, I've never taken any medication in my life, haven't had a cold or a flu, and it's now just over 30 years.
It's an amazing story, and I believe that's in our archive, where the first program that we did where we talked about the impact of your grandmother and how she literally turned your life around, and a life that you haven't, the medical community doesn't like it because you haven't seen them. You haven't subsidized their occupation for a number of years. Are there any books, or I'm sure there are, what are the books that you've written out there, and over 25, that are available that discuss aging? Which ones should we focus on?
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what. If you go to the home page of my website and scroll down, there are 3 options on getting my books. And I've got two that give you a 30-day program to losing weight, looking years younger, detoxifying, losing lots of inches on your body, and increasing energy. It's called Walking on Air, your 30-day inside and out rejuvenation makeover.
And that is one of my favorite books because you've broken it down, like you said, into those 30 increments, and we can all take that. And when we start, today I'm going to look at this, I'm going to look at, and all of a sudden you're incorporating all 30, and you're looking better, and you're feeling better.
And you're walking on air.
Yeah, it's very manageable.
Yeah, the companion book for that is The Joy Factor. That gives you all the detailed research if you want it. And then the recipe book that goes with those two, Recipes for Health Bliss Full Color. And there's a special on my homepage that when you buy all three of those as a set, it's called Option 1, you get my entire series of 7 natural remedy booklet CD combos absolutely free. And all of those books are autographed and sent to your home. So they make great gifts.
They certainly do, and that information is available at Dr. Susan's website, which is very simple, SusanSmithJones.com. Go to our website, thisweekinamerica.us, and you can link on directly with Dr. Susan's website. You're listening to This Week in America. Dr. Susan Smith-Jones, our guest on the program, a health educator, behavioral specialist, author of a whole number of titles we can put on there, best-selling author. Let's talk about the topic at hand, aging gracefully. We talked about on the last program, you've recapped. You've got 8 natural beauty lifestyle secrets, and it starts off with dry skin brushing. That's something people probably would overlook. Why is that important?
Well, we all have beautiful skin waiting to be revealed, and we just need to buff off the dead skin. Most women listening, you know about how to exfoliate the skin. But when you do that, then new radiant skin is revealed. And it's important to get a good dry skin brush. Again, in the article that's posted that covers this, you'll see a picture. But you get a natural bristled brush, not nylon or synthetic. And before you bathe or shower, you brush in circular motions all over your body except the private area or irritated area, if you have eczema, and not your face. It's a little too harsh for that because you can do other types of exfoliation for that. But you do this in most areas from head to toe. The brushing increases circulation, sloughs off those dead skin cells through the exfoliation, and gives the skin that radiant appearance. And in 30 days of doing this, your skin will feel and look like a baby's again.
So this is one of these, if you actually do it, you can see results. You don't have to wait 6-7 months and strain to see if you're actually gaining anything.
No.
You can actually see it almost immediately.
Yeah, and the cost is just a small amount. You can go to a beauty supply store or Bed Bath & Beyond or in my article that's right there under more articles. I always go to a website because I think they have the best natural bristled brushes.
Dry skin brushing is number 1. Number 2 is exercise. Our guest on the program, Dr. Susan Smith-Jones, her website, SusanSmithJones.com. We're talking about the 8 natural beauty lifestyle secrets. Number 2 is exercise, and that seems so important, but you talk to so many people, and they need to make like a major production out of it. It's got to be, I'm going to the gym, I've got to go out, I don't have anything to wear, I've got to get clothes. And you throw up so many obstacles, people just don't exercise. Are we making it much more complicated than it needs to be?
Are we ever? Walking's the most underrated of all activities. And when you're fit, when you're really fit and strong, I think it's the key to enjoying life because it unlocks your mental power and physical stamina. It puts wings under your confidence. It gives you that zestful, youthful outlook that will help make every day a celebration. And when you exercise on a regular basis, it releases endorphins that make you feel happier and less stressed, and the skin takes on a rosy glow that no makeup artist could duplicate after you've exercised. And I don't know if you've heard this, but in the last few days, there have been this new scientific study was reported on the national news that people who exercised 3 hours weekly had younger skin than people who only exercised 1 hour. weekly, and they looked at the skin under the microscope, and the researchers concluded that exercise seems to reverse skin aging, and that doesn't cost any money.
Here's something with exercise that I fell prey to a few years ago. I was exercising, trying to exercise, and I guess in my mind I was thinking, okay, I've done this. My reward is that I can go home and eat. So at best, it was calorie weight neutral. In fact, I probably put on a few pounds doing that. So the mindset has to be exercise is just part of diet and the whole lifestyle change.
It does, and it's all attitude. I find, though, that on days I don't work out, I don't eat quite as healthfully. They seem to go hand in hand. When I work out, I don't want to ruin it by eating the worst food.
Well, that's my mindset now after going through this and thinking I'm putting a lot of effort into not really losing a lot of weight. So I think, once you change that mental attitude, you're going to gain on that. Sleep is something else, and we've talked about this before, and none of us are probably getting as much sleep as we need, are we?
No, that's absolutely right. When you are not well rested, your skin will let the world know, because your face will appear pale and drawn. Sometimes it gets blemished. And sleep is when most of the body's repair work and maintenance are completed. So getting deep sleep every single night is essential for maintaining beautiful skin, because that's when new skin cells are regenerated. So do whatever you can to get good sleep. Remember that there's nothing more restorative for our bodies than getting ample sleep night after night after night.
How about power naps? They work?
Power naps are great. You just don't want to do a power nap too close to your evening bedtime, because then that will interfere with getting good sleep at night. But during the day, it's great. If you nap too long, then that interferes with getting good sleep at night.
I don't know where the time is going. We will catch the rest of these, and all these are available in great detail at the website, SusanSmithJones.com. Water, and you've talked about that, how important that is, and it really basically costs us nothing. We can go to a water fountain and drink.
Yeah, water is so important for your body. You know, you've seen a grape, and when that gets dried out, it turns into a raisin. Well, when your body is dehydrated, and especially your skin, wrinkles appear, and it's difficult to get rid of those wrinkles once they're really deep. So you want to make sure you keep your body fully hydrated. If you go to my website and you go under articles, the second article is about water and how important it is to drink the right kind of water. The one I think is the best is a good alkaline water, and it will make your skin glow within 3 days.
Detox is something, and again, there are a lot of stories, a lot of great information at the website, SusanSmithJones.com. Or go to our website, thisweekinamerica.us, and you can click on that way. With detox, that we've talked about this before being really important, how frequently do we need to worry about that?
Yeah, it's good to take 1 day a week, a couple days monthly, and maybe 7 days with each change of season, and eat a little bit lighter, more fruits and vegetables, more green smoothies. And make sure, first of all, when you exfoliate your skin with the dry skin brushing that we talked about, that helps your body get rid of toxins. But in terms of detox, remember that your skin is one of your 4 channels of elimination, and it's the biggest organ in your body. So if you keep your body well exfoliated, you'll release the toxins easier. And when you start drinking more water and eating more high water content foods, your fruits and vegetables, you will see within a day or 2 that your skin looks better.
Heat therapy is on the list, and I don't think we've talked about that before. Explain exactly what that is.
Well, you see, Rick, I think in these times of water and airborne pollution and toxic chemicals, heavy metals, and nobody really eats a perfect diet, and not many people exercise as much as they should, the therapeutic internal cleansing of regular sweating is critical to maintaining a healthy body and glowing skin. And the easiest key to get a good overall sweat is by taking a good sauna. And there are different kinds of saunas out there. There's the wet sauna, there's a dry, and in terms of dry, there's a regular dry and an infrared. And again, I'll just direct you to the articles. And the third article down is the healing power of sweating in infrared saunas. And about 3 to 4 days a week, I take an infrared sauna. And it's one of the easiest ways to get a good sweat. And I don't like to go to a community sauna or one in a gym, because the sweat that comes out is all your toxic residue. I'd rather have my own personal sauna. But the therapeutic internal cleansing of regular sweating through an infrared sauna is really critical to maintaining health in your body and mind, and it makes your skin look absolutely beautiful. See, I do my dry skin brushing, then I take a shower, wipe off all that dead skin cells, and then I get into a heated up infrared sauna, and then so I get into a full sweat, and then I finish off with a shower and with cold water. And honestly, that will, within a month or two, now that does cost money to buy a sauna, but it's some of the best money you'll ever spend. And again, I've got a great article on that, because you can get a one-person sauna or a 4 or a 6-person sauna, but 1 in every 7 people in Finland have a sauna.
Interesting. And you've got all this extra money because you don't pay the doctor. So you've saved
right.
you've saved all of this over the years. But 2 minutes left in the program. Meditation. Let's talk about that, because again, people think meditation. I really don't know how to do that. It's really simple, isn't it?
Oh, it is simple. You know, I call it a triple whammy. It's like a salve for body, mind, and spirit. But it does help keep us wrinkle-free and healthy, because some of the latest studies show that those people who have been meditating for more than 5 years were biologically 12 to 15 years younger than people of the same age who did not meditate. And on my website, if you go to the store, I have an award-winning book on tape called Wired to Meditate, and that will teach you all about meditation if you want that. But a simple way to do it is to listen to the sounds of nature. And at the bottom of my homepage, you can click on a button that says Calming Nature Sounds.
I love that. You can read the newsletters and hear outdoor sounds at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got babbling brook and ocean waves. And
it's like a walk in the park
rain.
As you're reading all the newsletters there. I love that.
Thank you. And then also, of course, the last tip is all about attitude. You know, my grandmother used to say, your attitude's your mind's paintbrush. It can color anything. And, you know, I know it seems cliche to say stop and smell the roses, but research demonstrates that the simple pleasures can decrease our stress and give us a youthful vitality. So whatever you can do, you know, look for ladybugs and butterflies or sunset, or appreciate the sunrise. You know, simple things like this, spending time in nature or with your pets will make your mood better, because your skin takes on a glow of joy when you put on a happy face, and simple pleasures will help you put on a happy face.
Great information, all available at Dr. Susan's website. Again, that's SusanSmithJones.com. A wealth of information at the website. You can link on our website, thisweekinamerica.us. Past programs and this program, if you'd like to direct somebody to it, available on our YouTube channel as well as iTunes. If you go to the website, thisweekinamerica.us, you can link on to all of that. And information at Dr. Susan's website as well. As always, A, great information. B, the time went by too quickly, so we'll get ready and we'll prepare to come back and do another program. Doctor, thank you for joining us on the program. It is always a pleasure.
Thank you. See you next time.
You're listening to This Week in America, our website, thisweekinamerica.us.